Good morning, folks. Lee, Pit Village Trader, with our Wednesday morning update. A few things actually that were on my mind today when I logged in, reinforcing the position that I stated yesterday, with regards to you've got to ride out those moments of volatility. Everything's volatility, and that got me thinking about time frames, and I know I mentioned a couple of videos ago about how really you've got to view things X time frames, so take the time frame out of it. But I realized that can be difficult, especially when you're starting out. So what I want to do here is just to revisit some of these positions that are showing quite a large loss. So the Evraz PLC one, which is the one that I talked about yesterday, is a great example, because if you look at this chart there now, it's down some 30 points from where I got in. 30 points. It's not a great number in reality. But what is important is expecting is understanding when that return is likely to happen. So I'm on the daily chart here now. Even on the daily chart, if you look at each candlestick represents a day. So the highest point in the candlestick was the highest price the share reached for that day. The lowest point in the candlestick is the lowest price that share received for the day. And whether the candlestick is colored green or red depends on whether it ended the day higher or lower than the previous day. So I'm in this position because I want a long-term ride up. But if you look at this time frame here, it's taken 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, if we count the days up here on this particular run, and let's just have another look. Let's widen it out to weekly, sorry. So each candlestick represents a week. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 weeks. It took this share price 12 weeks to go from here. I'll just move that out of the way. To go from here. Actually, let me just, yeah. It took this share price 12 weeks to go from here to here. 12 weeks. All right, so we've been in the position for 3 days, I think now, and we've seen that position ride down in that time. So the point that I'm making is that if it takes 12 weeks to get to there, and we're on 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks into this little bit of a buyback there now, or a downward trend, this could go on for another few weeks. So we could be holding this position for another few weeks in a losing position before we see that greed return into this share and drive this price higher. So I just thought I would quickly mention that, when you're looking at time frames, and when you take your positions and you hope that things will turn around quickly, sometimes things you have to look at it. As I say, it's 12 weeks. It took 12 weeks to go from here to here. So it's just be mindful of that. So realistically, we're looking to hold this position at least for 6 weeks, at least half of that time, to see before we see if we are truly still in this same trend. So that's why I always say come out of time frames and take that wider view, because things generally tend to take longer to move the way you want. And sometimes when we're spread betting in particular, we have this urgency to get quick results. An interesting statistic is that most traders, or 62% of traders, enter winning trades. 62%. So more than half the time, your trades will turn positive. The difference between those 20% at the top that manage to make a profit out of trading, when you look at it on a wider time frame, is that they learn to hold on to those winning positions, and they learn to cut those losses when they're very small. So as we begin to see this change and turn in our direction, hopefully over the next 6-7 weeks, you will see this in process, and actually this will be hopefully a live example. There's a few others. I mean, if it doesn't happen with this one, there is a few others that I will be happy to share with you. So yeah, great little chat today on understanding the true time frame that it takes for things to spin your way. Rent-to-kill, we talked about that one yesterday. You know, we had that huge drop off yesterday. But again, you know, let's look at this. Weeklies. You know, these downturns here, you know, they run on for weeks. So we could see, you know, a 4 or 5 weeks, maybe even a 10-week drop back to this position before we re-enter that trend. So it's just to be mindful of those time frames when you're holding positions and you log into your account and you see all of these red numbers and you think, oh shit, you know, what have I done? Just take that global view, that wider view. All right, anyway, that's it for today. I hope you're all having an excellent day. I hope you had an excellent day yesterday, amazing night, and I hope you're being excellent to your family. Be happy, trade well, life comes first, trading comes second. That's me out for the day. I'm off to do some gardening and stuff, and I will catch you all later. See ya.